Hello friends, today we will analyze the engines and transmissions of the BMW X5 in the G05 body. We will tell you about their features, typical problems, and give advice on how to avoid them. Let's go. Diesel particulate filter. If there is oil consumption, the filter may fail already at 50 to 70,000 kilometers. Timing chain. It stretches after 130 to 150,000 kilometers, and noise appears. Let's move on to the petrol B58B30. This is a straight six-cylinder engine with a volume of 3 liters. The block and cylinder head are aluminum, with an alusil coating instead of cast iron sleeves. There are Vanos phase shifters for flexible control of the valve timing. But it also has weak points. Increased oil consumption due to clogged EGR and PCV systems. Bad fuel accelerates the problem, so clean the systems regularly. Misfires due to hydraulic compensators. Their oil channels become clogged and the control unit switches off the ignition coil. High-pressure fuel pump serves about 80 to 100,000 kilometers. The breakdown is solved by replacement. Now about the petrol N63B44. This is a V-shaped 8-cylinder engine with an aluminum block and light connecting rods, pistons, and crankshaft. It picks up speed easily. The timing chain here is reliable. It lasts 200,000 kilometers or more, but there are problems. Oil consumption, even on new cars. Oil scraper rings stick due to poor design. Ignition coils. There are 8 of them, and they fail every 30 to 40,000 kilometers. Change them immediately so that the others don't break. Oil leaks from valve cover gaskets. They harden and burst after 20 to 30,000 kilometers. First, let's talk about the B47D20 diesel engine. This is the base engine for the X5, the most affordable in price, so it is often chosen. Production began in 2014. The engine is based on the older N47, has an aluminum block, and a common rail injection system. Let's talk about the ZF8HP automatic transmission. This is a classic torque converter, loved by BMW fans for its reliability. The transmission reduces fuel consumption, but has its own problems. Oil pump. After 130 to 140,000 kilometers, play appears, lubrication pressure drops, and oil starvation begins. Hydraulic unit. If you do not change the oil on time, the valves and solenoids become clogged, and there are jolts when shifting gears. Urgently flush the hydraulic unit at the service. Electronics overheating. The mechatronics control unit in the crankcase is afraid of high temperatures, so monitor the condition of the oil. And finally, the ATC13 transfer case. It is responsible for the all-wheel drive and is used in all G-series models. The clutch, controlled by the X-Drive system, instantly connects the front axle and can transmit up to 100% of the torque to one axle. The main problem is the chain drive. The chain wears out after 120,000 kilometers. If not replaced in time, the car may lose its ability to move. These are the features of the BMW X5 G05 engines and transmissions. To avoid problems, service your car regularly, use quality fuel and oil, monitor the condition of chains, pulleys, and filters. If the video was useful, like it, subscribe to the channel, and write in the comments what topics interest you. See you there. The special feature of this engine is a variable geometry turbine. It reveals power at any speed, which makes the car dynamic. But the complex design leads to typical breakdowns. Timing chain. It is single row, thin, and stretches after about 100,000 kilometers. If you hear increased engine noise, this is the first sign. Intake manifold swirl flaps. Over time, soot clogs the manifold and the flaps jam. Damper pulley. Its rubber part cracks after 100,000 kilometers and can break. Now about the diesel B57D30. This is a more powerful engine with a working volume of 3 liters. It has several versions with different numbers of turbines and power, but the design is similar. Aluminum block, 6 cylinders. Cylinder head with 2 camshafts, 24 valves, and phase shifters. Its problems are partly the same as those of the B47 and the old N57. Noise from the crankshaft pulley. The rubber wears out after 100,000 kilometers. It is better to replace it before it breaks.